wonderful fairyland jungle.
And they're building it from scratch.
So easy to make.
A kids' playground, complete with water stream, sandpit and cubby house. All new ground force tonight.
The Stockdate sale at Kmart. We're cutting a massive 30% off selected winter clothing, sleepwear and footwear. And until Friday, PlayStation 2 Game Pack, $399. Hot price. So hurry into the Stockdate sale. Kmart, cutting the cost of living.
Telstra has a new easy way of getting messages on your home phone, and it's completely free. It's called Telstra Home Messages 101. It takes messages when you're away from the phone, even when you're on the phone or internet. To turn it on, just dial 101. You know, it's great doing television without having to do a gag.
Telstra Home Messages 101. It's free to turn on and free to use. Dial 101 from home to turn it on.
This Thursday's Powerball jackpot is $5 million. For more chances to win, ask for a Mega Power Pick. $5 million Powerball jackpot. You could spend the rest of your life.
To slow speeding drivers down, there are now more police, more speed cameras, and more radars than ever before. Because last year, speeding resulted in 24 fatalities and over 290 injuries in the Central West alone. So please, slow yourself down before we have to.
From this to this, to the full natural latex bed from Latexco, to the original Water Brothers waterbeds. Remember, quality mattresses always the least.
Is how you buy 'em here at Macon Mattresses.
At Target from tomorrow, you can get 10 to 30% off kids' clothing, including underwear, sleepwear and footwear. Also includes socks and hosiery.
Hungry for a laugh? Then take Adam Sandler and mix him with a tough football team.
Wow, that is a disturbing image.
With Kathy Bates and the Fonz.
I got the football! I got it!
The Waterboy, 8:30 Sunday on Prime.
Saturday night 7:30 is the new time for Harry's practice, and it all starts with the baby kitty. Out of my way. It all starts with a baby animal special. The cutest baby animals in the world. Oi!
Harry's practice, 7:30 Saturday on Prime.
Have you seen my keys?
No.
Are you stuck in the habit of adding things to your breakfast cereal?
What?
Kellogg's Just Right tastes so good, you just don't need to. Just right, just the way it is.
Get ready, it's happening in every department of every Woolworths store. It's our famous Red Spot sale. 9-pack Kleenex toilet tissue, just $4.98. Save $1.99. Purchase a 24-pack of Coca-Cola or Diet Coke cans for $12.98, and you could enter the draw for a chance to win a share of over $500,000 worth of fuel. So rush in for Red Spot specials, only at Woolworths.
Adam Harvey is taking his brand new album Cowboy Dreams on the road. Winner of 4 Golden Guitar Awards, Adam's new show is not to be missed.
Tears me up.
With special guest multi-award-winning country singer Felicity.
You can't break my heart, it's been broken before.
Adam Harvey and Felicity, an unforgettable night. Check your local venue for details. Tickets are on sale now.
Hi, I'm Bob Thorne from Super Cheap Auto. And if you reckon it's hard to see what you can get for under $20, check this lot out.
Not one, not 3, but 5 power tools for under $20 each while stocks last. Get your hands on a KK2 jigsaw, just $19.99. Make an impact with this fella, just $19.99. This sheet sander smooth buying, $19.99. A cordless drill, just $19.99. And an angled grinder, $19.99.
You'll get the lot for less.
Every time at Super Cheap Auto.
What happened to that cute kid from Home Alone?
Hi.
He's grown up, big time.
You feel me?
How would you like to live under my skirt?
Macaulay Culkin guest stars.
You're playing with the grown-ups now, my friend.
Will and Grace. Thursday at 8 on Prime.
Find this a wonderful fairyland jungle.
And they're building it from scratch.
So easy to make.
A kid's playground with all the extras. All new Ground Force. Next.
I'm in my third year of the Air Force, doing a science degree. One of the better things at ADFA is giving you so many opportunities of things to do. You get paid to get a degree and you have a lot of fun while you're here. We had an exercise where we had to go and rescue a downed pilot. I was leading, so I was given a brief, given some coordinates, etc., and told, go find him. We found the pilot, got the task done, and it really did give everyone a buzz. And I know that given any situation that I'll be able to take charge and get the job done.
Ever thought your asthma could be holding you back? Well, think again. Does asthma ever interrupt your sleep? Do you avoid activities because of asthma? And your reliever puffer? Use it more than 3 times a week? Looks like asthma is holding you back. But it shouldn't. So see your doctor and ask for an asthma review.
She's falling head over heels, overhead, over heels, overhead, over heels, every chance she gets. Hilary Duff, the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Hurry into the best and less clearance.
Rio bras, any 2 for $20. That's a saving of $11.98. And you get 7 Rio full briefs for $10. That's over 25% off. It's the best value on Rio.
At best and less, you've done well.
This one looks good. Let's call Daddy. Daddy, Mummy and I found our new home.
Well, I'd better have a look then.
Daddy! This is going to be my room.
Oh, looks perfect to me.
And I've arranged for an LJ Hooker home loan. He needs a new home too. LJ Hooker,
Thank you, Mr. Hooker.
For me, I think the most valuable thing about being at ADFA is not only that I get a recognised degree, but as an officer, I also get the skills to manage and lead a team of people.
Happy 10th anniversary, Effie!
On the 10th Big Greeks, 24 Sarah Winter, Anthony Mundine, Wheels Sophie Faulkner, and League Girls legend Carlotta.
I used to have a drag queen at the show that looked like you.
Hit the roof, Thursday.
He ever made you do something you've regretted?
What's wrong, Nick?
Yesterday with Chris, I said some things that I shouldn't have.
Now he's missing.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Will they find him before it's too late? When Home and Away...
This Prime News Update is presented to you by Arnott's.
Good evening. Police are appealing for anyone with information on a baby taken from Lithgow Hospital to come forward. The baby was snatched from the hospital early this morning. A woman is in Dubbo Hospital tonight after the motorcycle she was riding collided with a car. The woman has suffered serious leg injuries. The man famous around the world for the clean-up campaigns has thrown his support behind the Taranah residents. Locals are planning to campaign against a planned government quarry by the Fish River. Workers at the EDI plant in Bathurst are about to enter their 6th day on strike. Workers help build the new Millennium trains. They want EDI to offer better job security. And in sport, the state government and cycling groups expect to overturn a ban on road racing.
Of days of sun and sand is just the ticket for John and his kids. They've had a tough couple of years and friends Warren and Lorraine are taking them away for a 2-day break, which will be just enough time for Ground Force to give them a whole new backyard.
Tragically, John lost his wife to cancer just on 12 months ago. But not before all his mates in the police force rallied behind him to help. Now, John's left with a little baby and 2 young children to look after. Not much time to do anything in the backyard. So this is a case of 2 irresistible forces coming together. The police force and ground force.
Hello?
There he is. Hi. How are you? Morning. Good to see you. Hello. Andrew. Morning, Thanks, Graham. mate. Yeah, good, thank you. Thanks for taking a bit of time out to give us a hand today. It's a pleasure. Thanks for coming. This is going to be just the greatest retreat for John's kids, and that's what we're going to put in.
Oh, that looks special, doesn't it?
What do you think?
Oh, that's great.
This is a rill that runs along the edge of the garage there. The water's actually flowing, so when the boys put little boats in it, it'll get to the other end. Sand pit right in front of us there with a little deck around it.
Great.
And a jungle right across the back the kids can hide in.
Yeah, Sarah will love that, his little girl.
Fantastic.
Looks like the holiday makers have settled in. Young Thomas is getting his sun hat on. Sarah has a few nerves about the water, but she's safe with Dad.
Look out, we're going to be here all day.
That was well done, so give it another go. That's good, that's better. You can't do that.
I found something you can do. The shed is staying, but we've got a blackboard there for the children to play on.
Oh, they're going to love that.
And the cubby house, of course, looks fantastic. A tiered deck coming down the Pat's building.
Makes a great seat too.
It does. And then Spew's got his structure coming off here.
Yeah.
A lot of tropical plants around the back there, a bit of a jungle. And then, of course, the fantastic rill that you're putting together over the garage.
Kids are going to love this garden.
It's going to be a real paradise.
There's a lot of things we're keeping in this garden, but still the deliveries keep on coming in. Andrew's shirt survived the clear-out.
That wasn't too hard.
But it won't stay white for long.
Spear, when you're done with the clean-out, can you give us a couple of holes here for the blackboard?
Not a problem.
Excellent.
Roy,
You look like you look like you needed a lift.
she's quite strong.
Once we've cleared the way, we're filling this yard with lots of different things for Sean, Sarah and Thomas to play with.
One thing kids are really good at is making noise. So I'm going to make them a musical instrument out of this copper pipe, and it will also double as a hanging decoration.
People put concrete rings and tyres around trees to protect them. At least the concrete ones crack, tyres won't. They'll ring bark the base of the tree. Don't put anything around the base, just keep the line trimmer well away.
I picked up this pipe for $45, and it's really easy to make pipe chimes. All I'm doing is cutting the copper to different lengths. That way, when I tap them, I get different sounds.
To get a clean edge, Mel's using a pipe cutter. But he's also underway. A structural I-beam like this normally holds buildings up, but today it's going into the ground to become our string.
Now, coming off the existing cubby house, there's two layers of decking. The front one is a hexagon. Now, if you take the radius of a circle, which this one is 1250, and then slot that into the circumference of a circle, it'll fit in 6 times. That's a hexagon.
Glad you're good at maths, Pat. It's in with the 16 post holes for the deck area and the blackboard. We're using an epoxy paint to give the I-beam some colour and to show off the flowing water.
Oh, Graham, here's our help. Help, welcome. Just in time. Well, all you guys here, crime must be running rampant out in the streets.
No, most of it's here.
Okay, in you come. Who we got?
Terry Wilson.
Terry.
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie, g'day.
Kevin.
Russell. Good on you. Force meets the force. I love it. That's fantastic. I got a heap of things on. Some garden furniture needs painting. The side of the garage wall needs a coat of paint.
We'll go and do the painting.
Excellent. Okay, away you go. Paint's over there. Brushes are there. Fantastic. Geez, you got to love that. The force is with us. Yay!
This program proudly brought to you by the Enyo Bug.
We hope you like the show.
Have you been bitten yet?
In 2003's #1 Australian drama, Pregnant and Vulnerable.
You afraid of me?
Tess is the victim. Is this the end?
Please don't let me die.
All new Blue Healers tonight.
She really has. And so has she. They all have. Well, I think he has too. Have you been bitten by the Enyo Bug? Enyo.
Where's the home for bargains? Where's the home for great prices? Where's the home to go sell for a toolbox full of surprises? Where? home hardware. There's stacks of store-wide savings at our Stocktake Dog-a-Log sale. This GMC 4-pack is only $99, and this 3-piece saw set just $12.95. The Stocktake Dog-a-Log sale.
Yeah.
Home hardware.
The Stocktake sale at Kmart. We're cutting a massive 30% off selected winter clothing, sleepwear and footwear. And until Friday, PlayStation 2 Game Pack, $399. Hot price. So hurry into the Stocktake sale. Kmart, cutting the cost of living.
Are you a good driver and not being rewarded for it? Western QBE offers a no-claim bonus that you can keep for life, even if you do have an accident.
It's so easy. Western QBE.
It's easier than you think.
Your local manufacturer of BHP Colorbond is the Steel Line Roofing Centre, Bathurst.
Daylight Robbery 2, the stunning conclusion to Mate.
It's amazing what a splash of colour can do to brighten a wall. The garage is now a vibrant yellow golden radiance.
When you're drilling anything that's not a flat surface, use a nail to punch a mark. It'll stop your drill from slipping around.
We're also using 4 nails to hold the pipe steady. Much safer that way.
The water feature for this garden is going to be a lot of fun for John and the kids. Now, it's pretty simple to make. A galvanised I-beam running from top to bottom, a sump at the bottom here, and an outsource at the top. Now, we're going to cover those two ends with a paver, and they look pretty plain at the moment. And Mel's pretty busy, so I'm going to jazz them up.
It's good to see that our police helpers have the painting under control.
Believe it or not, this is part of the jungle that we're creating up in the back garden for the kids. And this is a huge grass, or you might know it as sugarcane. Yeah, it's saccharin, but a variety called burgundy. And believe it or not, these stems are the same as they make sugar from. Only they're purple coloured. The kids will love them.
And I'm sure they'll also love Mel's copper chimes and Fee's pavers for the stream.
I'm having heaps of fun with these end-of-the-line tiles, and we need a riot of colour to draw the eye to the water feature.
Hey, Graham.
Yes, mate.
I heard this is sugarcane.
It is sugarcane.
But it's dark.
Yeah, it's burgundy.
You know where brown sugar comes from?
Absolutely, mate.
Done. I've drilled holes in my dowel and my pipe, tied it together with fishing line using a level as a spacer so that they'd hang evenly. A couple of triangles on the end, and look out, it's percussion central.
That's a percussion instrument and a wind chime all in one. And Pat and Spew are putting in the posts for the frame it'll hang on.
We just picked these up in the local garden centre. They're just starting to wilt. They're very likely grown in Queensland, not watered for possibly 2 or 3 days, so we're going to give them a drink. Make sure you do the same when you bring them home from the nursery.
Fee has plenty of neighbourhood help with her mosaic pavers. They certainly are colourful.
All these posts that Spew and I have concreted into the ground, we want them to last for a long time. We've made sure that these posts are treated pine. They're H4. Now, that's the highest rating you can get for timber in the ground. It'll never rot, and these will be here for a long time.
If you're mosaicing a flat surface like Fee's pavers, smear the tile adhesive straight on. But an uneven surface like Mel's bird bath needs extra glue on the back of the tiles for a better grip.
Every garden has its microclimates, and they help us grow a big range of plants. But you've got to be careful. They can change during the day. For example, this morning, underneath these ironbarks, dense shade. This afternoon, hot, blazing westerly sun. And these agapanthus will just love it. This variety is a very tall one. As you can see, some of them are up to nearly 2 metres in height. It's a variety called Blue Nile. It's been around for about 6 or 7 years. Worth looking out for, especially for the height and these beautiful dark sky blue colours.
Lovely. Do you want to move it up?
The tiles are in place and the first of our plants are into the yard. Not bad for a day's work.
Job well done. Teamwork.
What are you boys up to?
We're finished.
How about you blokes?
Now that we're finished waiting for the girls, I'm finished as well.
Mandavanti's finished. Where's the local law? They've shot through too. Come on, let's go. Wow, heaps to do today. Where's Andrew? Oh, he's there. G'day, mate. How you going?
Good, I'm just checking to make sure you did all the work that we said.
Oh, well, we didn't quite get it all done, but we got a fair amount done yesterday.
Looks pretty good, lot to be done, but obviously we're going to get on with it today and make a real big difference.
You got some more of the force coming in today?
They'll be here.
Fantastic. OK, guys, let's go to it. We know what we've got to do. Heap of planting.
But first, the adhesive's dried overnight, so it's time to grout the mosaics. Messy but fun.
For the last 15 years, we've been growing a host of new hybrid grevilleas, like Honey Gem, Pink Surprise, and of course Moonlight. The problem is spectacular flowers, but huge plants about 2 to 4 metres tall. Well, thanks to Mark and Ann Harrington from up there on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, they've all been dwarfed. So now we can grow these beautiful flowers. They're called Honeybird, pink, yellow and cream. The only maintenance you need to do is just prune off the spent flowers.
Don't forget to wipe the excess grout off when it's still wet.
Now, I'll put these posts in that Mel's asked me to. I've built this frame. I'm going to clad it with some blue board and then it's all up to Mel.
Sand pits need to be kid safe. That's why we're building this one out of recycled car tyres. It's got a curved edge, so it's nice and soft. If you use timber, it can be quite hard and sharp. Now, all I'm doing, we've got a square sand pit, so I've mitered the edges here on a 45-degree angle. I'm going to slot them all together and hold them in place with reinforcing rods. We need to make sure that they're hammered right down below the surface so the kids don't injure themselves.
Relief's in sight. A fresh set of John's police friends have arrived.
You can give those guys... And they're all from Forensic?
They're all from Forensic.
Hey, team, hope you've all got gloves on. No fingerprints. Great. Even the tools have got gloves on here. You give me a hand?
We will.
Great, I've got some plants to put in.
The blue board for the black board is cut to shape and will glue and screw it onto the posts. It also doubles as a shed screen. Very practical.
You guys do much digging?
Nope.
No?
Not if I can avoid
Is that why you're not sweating yet?
It took a lot of planning to get John and the kids away. His police friends and colleagues were determined to give them a surprise.
We did some work in this backyard and decided we really need to call the professionals in, and that's why we called you.
Yeah, right. And of course, John's got the 2 young kids plus the baby, full-time job. How does he fit in work?
Well, I mean, John's back with us 2 days a week, which is such an encouragement to me to see people that even when they're faced with the tragedies they are, they get on with their life. The police association have been outstanding. It's just been that camaraderie, getting in around him, supporting him, and he's just going super well.
With the 2 forces working together, we'll put this job away in no time. Our sandpit's going on top of compacted crusher dust. Lucky we're all multi-skilled round here.
You've got to finish that wall off, mate. What are you doing this for? This is Fee's job. Come on.
Happy 10th anniversary, Effie!
On the 10th Big Greeks, 24 Sarah Winter, Anthony Mundine, Wheels Sophie Faulkner, and Lee Girls legend Carlotta.
I used to have a drag queen at the show that looked like you.
Hit the Roof, Thursday.
Go Harvey Norman for Big Pond Broadband ADSL. Now it's even easier to get broadband. Install it yourself. It takes an average of 12 minutes to do after your telephone line has been ADSL enabled. Kits include an ADSL modem and other equipment necessary to get online fast. Self-install Big Pond Broadband ADSL from a low $129. It's easy to install, it's fast, and it's only $129 now. Harvey Norman make this offer as an agent for Telstra. What are you waiting for?
Bunny
Plus, Australia's biggest home improvement warehouse is now open in Bathurst with the lowest prices every day. Like treated pine lattice, $7.98. Column heater, $49.98. Folding sawhorses, $35. Coir doormat, $5. And if you happen to find a cheaper price on a stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%. Bunnings Warehouse, now open on the Great Western Highway, Bathurst.
Bunnings Warehouse.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Strike now and save at the Captain Snooze Stock Take Sale. Kingston just $499, $1,000 off Combi and 25% off Slumberland Cairo. Knockdown prices at the Captain Snooze Stock Take Sale.
If you want the best hardware,
Coats Care.
build a home from your own plans.
Coats Care.
Gardening wise, there's abundant supplies when you enter the world called Coats Home Centre. We have everything you'd want and everything you'd ever need. Your home is our home and you'll find it all at Coats Home Centre.
Turn your digital pictures into real photos with Bathurst Shutterbugs. Just bring in your picture card and 1 hour later your photos will be ready. Most formats supported, all work completed on site. Bathurst Shutterbugs in the Metro Plaza, developing great memories.
Nothing to stand on yet, but Pat's nearly ready for the decking.
Right, that was beautiful. We'll make a gardener out of you yet, mate.
You just might do that. It's a bit of fun.
I've grabbed these fronds from Graham and I'm using them as a stencil. I'm going to make these pavers look far more interesting. Sprayed some green over the top and I'm dabbing on some red for a mottled effect.
Before I put these slabs of timber down on top, I thought I'd just give you a little explanation of how I've done it here. These are my posts in the bottom here, quite often called piers. They're concreted into the ground. Then we've got our bearers attached to the side of that. They're called bearers because they bear the weight of the joist sitting on top of them and then the decking sitting on top of that.
We've used 2 big wheelbarrows of washed white sand in the sandpit. A bit of the beach at home.
When I was a kid and started growing cannas, they were really boring. But look at them now. This is Tropicana. Fantastic foliage, look at that colour, and beautiful orange iridescent flowers. Very easy to grow. In fact, at the end of autumn, when they start to go dormant, all you need to do, cut them down, and at the end of winter, feed them up with some blood and bone, back come the foliage and beautiful flowers. In colder areas, just prune them back the same way, and then mulch them back into growth. They're fantastic.
I'm just cleaning my I-beam that I painted yesterday because it is nice and dry. Now getting this in this afternoon really early is quite important because I've got a lot of fiddling to do with the levels. I've also got to dig the sump and I'm going to need some able-bodied policemen to help me move it.
It's fantastic for us to have all these willing helpers. John has worked in forensics for 10 years, so they know him well.
What sort of person is he?
Oh, I must admit, you know, John's a pretty quiet fellow, but for what all this is about today, is very deserving. He's a great fellow, and any help, you know, we're more than happy to be here.
We're glad you're here too, Fiona. That's 140 kilograms of I-beam.
One end first.
Hey, Stu.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, they're not from John's cupboard, are they?
No.
Good. What are you doing with this down here? Can I use this space?
Yeah, sure, not a problem.
Great, because I've got something pretty similar that will tie in pretty nicely.
Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Thanks.
Well, I've got my hole dug. The boys have brought in the steel beam. Now for the sump. Good old plastic tub. Doesn't have to be from a pond supply place. This one's a lot cheaper. All you do is put it in the hole. You won't see it anyway. Steel beam goes on top. Tile on top of that. Hides it all. Bit of grass around the sides. Going to look $1 million.
Just to extend the cannas on, little dwarf one, 70 centimetres tall, tropical red, tropical yellow.
Spew's put a little roof on the blackboard to weatherproof it.
Well, the sand pit's in. Now it's time for the sleeper paving. Now I've left this centre point here so I can scribe that all out later and the boys can cut it.
The sleepers will be skew-nailed. That is, nailed on an angle so they form a solid platform and won't pull away from each other. After a strong start, we're still a long way from ready, and John and the kids are on the road and only 4 hours away.
I've set this beam so that it's on a slight slope down towards the sun. Because it is on such a small grade, it may actually hit this bottom part and run back down underneath the beam. So I need to put in a little lip and that'll stop that problem.
A little waterproof putty will do the trick.
Blackboards are so much fun for the kids and they're so easy to make. All you need is a flat surface, as long as it's not glass or tiles, and some chalkboard paint. It's one wall they can scribble on.
Sometimes with the design it's easy to forget what it's for. Not this one. We've got a big circle here, hexagon there, square there, colour which really stimulates the eyes. Look at this. This is fantastic. And sound. It's definitely a kid's garden.
They were told the best way to get ahead in real estate is to buy, renovate and sell a property. But could this be a...
And getting our mess tidied up.
The children are going to find this a wonderful fairyland jungle up here adjacent to the cubby and Pat's fabulous deck. I've planted 2 different tree ferns, one from Brazil, a Blacknam, look at that bronze new growth, and this one here, Cyathea brownie eye, the Norfolk Island tree fern. It grows into a wonderful magical umbrella.
To get an even flow of water over the entire beam, put in a T-piece, cut some slots out. Should work well. Spew! Turn it on! You're coming a mile away over here.
Some places you can't get a power saw in.
Just planted up this beautiful blue glazed pot with the golden guinea flower, the Hybertia. It's a native, lovely yellow flowers, and we're really running out of time.
Someone tall! Thank you.
Don't these mosaic tiles look great? Spew!
Oh no, caught on the hop.
Okay, they'll be here any minute. Get the furniture in. Come on, hide.
Hi there.
G'day, John.
Hi.
How you going?
Oh, good.
Hello, hello, hello. Want to come and have a look?
Yeah. Wow, look at that shot. Yeah, so a different shot, isn't it?
Somewhere to play the boats. You got your own little river.
There's something for everyone.
Want to come over and have a bit of a bear? Big one. And the triangle.
You want to come up and have a look at your cubby? Okay, up you go. Wow. What do you think?
You think it's good?
Well, there you go, John. What do you think?
Oh, it's incredible, yeah.
In 2 days, Ground Force and the Police Force have turned a much-loved but unkept backyard into a kids' retreat. We've added a running stream, a blackboard, sandpit and a musical centre to make this a place the family can enjoy for years to come.
I hope you enjoy it, John, because it's
Certainly will.
it's something very special for the children and for yourself.
Thanks very much. Thanks for that.
That's our pleasure, mate. All the very best here.
Thank you. Yeah, that was still a bit of a shock.
John's garden cost $4,795. Our plants were $1,768, but you can buy smaller plants for less. The decks came to $983. Mel's blackboard, bird bath and chimes were $524. And our garden stream, $540. We trust John, Sean, Sarah and Thomas will get a lot of pleasure from their backyard playground. If you'd like any information about tonight's or any other night's garden makeover, plants, plans or tips, just log on to the Ground Force website.
The Force's finest, helping out a fantastic colleague. Ground Force is only too pleased to be here. We look forward to your company again next week. We'll do it all over again. And from all of us here on Ground Force, cheers. Cheers! Well done. Welcome home. Stay with us. Coming right up, it's Michael Caton with Hot Property.
A small gift from Ground Force.
Tonight on Hot Property,
no room for baked beans.
A high-altitude camp-out.
Do it a bit rough.
To rebuild a mountain refuge.
In the end, it could be life and death.
Melbourne's Renault brothers face up to their big gamble.
Anyone can join in at this level.
If you want to think about it, that's okay.
And the moment of truth for home birth hunters Bindi and Andy.
Have you got any more money? Can you lend you some?
G'day. Welcome to the show. I'm Michael Caton. Now, we might not think about it much these days, but we owe a hell of a lot to our pioneering ancestors. They're the ones that realise that the only way to deal with the constant threat of fire, drought and flood was to work together. But way up in the Victorian Alps, there's been a disaster, and the community have all pitched in to help. Daybreak, Mount Hotham. Hello, high-altitude Australia. This is Banjo-Patterson country, where the brumbies run wild and the weather can change in an instant. For many years, the high country was inhabited mainly by cattlemen in search of stock routes. More recently, bushwalkers and cross-country skiers have discovered the area, and they all camp out in huts like this one, Horsehair Hut.
Every hut's got its own story. Some might have only been 20 years old. Some, like Horsehair, were 130 years old.
Last summer's bushfires had a devastating impact on the Alps. 51 mountain huts, including Horsehair, were burnt to the ground. And for Diane Carroll, the loss was profound.
My grandfather selected it in 1927. He was the first to select it, and it was in our family till the late 1950s. He used it as a house. He had another one in Omeo, which the family stayed, but all the holidays, his wife and my mother and uncle came out here and stayed.
For Diane, Horsehair Hut is sacred ground. She even got married up here. So now she's got a plan.
We're hoping to rebuild it identical to the original one, and hopefully the history of Horsehair will go on for quite a few years.
Isn't that fantastic? Diane has searched far and wide for workers with the wherewithal to actually do a job like this. And Graham Fall, or Fallsy to his mates, was #1 on a wish list.
I class myself as a bush carpenter, not a tradesman carpenter, and I really enjoy that because you can do all your joints with an axe and do it a bit rough, and it's they're very rewarding for me.
He's worked with me before on a couple of projects, and fortunately I was able to get him up, and with him behind it and directing the others, I think it's all going to happen.
This is a great community project because everybody is working for nothing and all the building materials they're using are being provided free of charge.
Yep.
Oh, and something else. They've set themselves a pretty fair old deadline to finish the job.
The plan is to have the hut built by Sunday, which is 5 days of work.
Good luck, you lot. I hope that fickle high country weather holds out for you. Now, in our last episode, we met Brisbane couple Bindi and Andy Baines, who've set themselves a bit of a challenge. You see, Bindi's pregnant, and they want to have the baby at home. Just not the home they're living in. So they've put it up for auction. And wouldn't you know, the auction has stalled.
All done and finished at $225,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to seek some instructions.
Those were not the words Bindi and Andy were hoping to hear. Bidding on their Redcliffe Colonial has stopped $15,000 short of their target. They're not happy because they've got a plan.
There's our house on the top, auction today, and the house that we are keen on looking at is right underneath it on the same page.
The plan, and it's really more Andy's than Bindi's, is to move their way up the real estate ladder by buying, renovating and selling property. Andy wants no delays, so that means buying another house and moving into it before Bindi gives birth, in just 8 weeks' time.
At the end of the day, it doesn't really come down to dollars for me because I love it here, so I just have to make a new home elsewhere and replace the atmosphere. What do you want to do?
We'll have to.
Put it on the market or try and...
But first, the Baines have to face up to a painful decision.
Has to go, hon. We have to go. We have to get going.
We trust Michael?
Yeah.
Michael is the agent, and now it's his job to drum up new interest in the property.
Have you got any more money? Has he got? Can he lend you some?
Ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate your patience. We have had an increased offer in the interlude. The bid is now at $230,000, ladies and gentlemen. And I do have some good news. We're playing for keeps.
232 and a half.
32 and a half, and great to see you, sir. 2.5.
That's Kevin, a mechanic who thinks the Redcliffe home is a sound investment.
Now, all done and finished with a third
down with it.
and final time, $32,500. 33 back in front, sir, in St. Courtesy. 3.5. That's $233,500. With you, 234, and he's back in front and come back at 10.5. Bid here, and 5. At 235 and come back at 35.
That's it for Kevin.
Bid here, sir, against you now. Going to sell on the market at $235,000
and a half.
Nope, he's back in. For the home birth hunters, the gamble's paying off.
And again, and 6.
100. 236, 100.
100, is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
Another 100?
100.
And he's back in front and 200 to bid. 236, 300. So I won't take all in.
100.
And they're back in front, sir. At 236 and a half in your favour, sir.
I want you to get it, I really do.
236,500 bid. Second call. Can I take 100 now? You're sure now? At 236 and a half. Sold to you. Congratulations.
Well played, Kevin. And for Bindi and Andy, a whole new life is about to begin.
Sold a home.
Next,
Is this the first day it's been asking for inspection?
yes, the Renault brothers present their miracle makeover. But will the buyers be sold? And rising jeopardy for the home birth hunters.
So if we don't get this house, I am not looking at any other houses. We've put all our eggs in one basket.
This program proudly brought to you Melbourne's Renault brothers. Now, they bought a shack in the suburbs with the sole aim of improving it and selling it. Now, Simon, he's a doctor, and Matt, he's an accountant, also fancy themselves as builders. So, how good are they? Well, we're about to find out. In a matter of minutes, the doors to the Renault brothers bungalow in Northcote will swing open to the public for the very first time.
Hi, how are you? Good, thanks.
Good, how are you?
Right, okay. Thank you. Is this the first day it's been asking for inspection? Yes. Thanks. Thank you.
The first to open. Fair dinkum, this joint's come a long way in the last 4 weeks.
Two best things in renovation, builder's bog and no more gaps. That's what it's about.
The Reno brothers, Simon and Matt, are the Jack Brabhams of do-it-yourself.
It's more fun than our normal jobs. Yeah, exactly right.
They took to this place like a tornado, surrounding themselves with tradesmen and relatives and slaving away into the wee small hours to get the job done.
You asked me before about figures. We're about 20,000 more than we anticipated.
They might be over budget, and they might have made a few mistakes along the way.
You got a gap there, and the doors won't close.
But the Reno brothers finished the job.
So there's about 16 hours work to do in 8.5 hours.
About 5 minutes before the first opened for inspection.
Starting to look like a house.
A fresh lick of paint, new bathrooms, new kitchen, new and enlarged living space, rented furniture, and now the big test. Will Simon and Matt's vision of a home beautiful match the desires of the buying public?
It's good for a party. Oh, lots of space here. You need this, especially with children.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's cute. Oh, it's very ice room's nice.
Oh, very spacious, ensuite house.
The doors are nice how they open up.
Heaps
too.
of room,
It's
yeah.
good, yeah.
Looks great.
It's really nice.
The punters are impressed. But one question remains. Will they part with their hard-earned dough on the day when it counts? Auction day.
So there we go.
In the Victorian High Country, a challenge is underway. Inspired by Diane Carroll, a bunch of blokes are rebuilding the foundations of Horsehair Hut.
Put plenty of rock on either side of him.
But not only do they want to make an exact replica, they want to use the same sort of building techniques employed a century ago.
We've got to be here for another 1,000. Well, that's spot on, chaps.
Look at that.
Beautiful. It is, it's spot on.
Don't peak too early, fellas.
Hey, Diane, now this is the cutting list.
No, it's not the timber cutters list. It's the tucker cutting list. And it's Diane's job to do all the knife work.
Sorted items down. In here we've got our store of meat, which is 5 chickens, and there's a roast lamb there.
Gee, there's enough food here for a small army. How many more are coming?
I'd say probably about another 5, and tomorrow we've got about another 20 coming in.
The Freemasons are the first to arrive.
Another bar ago, that's it.
Bob, Barry, Keith, Gordon and Roger. We'll have to keep our eyes open for the secret handshake.
Yep. Finish up with a big log on the bottom, then a little log, and then a bit bigger log, then a little log as we come up.
Now, each of those logs weigh about a tonne.
Beautiful. No room.
They have to be squared up and cut so they fit together.
Sim, I had the same trouble at the pyramids getting that bloody rock straight.
Well, it won't be funny if one of those logs gets away.
Yeah, a little bit more. Gets pretty heavy at times. Sometimes it only takes one word. Steady. Just have a look at what we're doing, slow down a bit. We've got to roll him right over because we've got a notch out at the bottom of him. Just keep going like a bull at a gate, that's when people get hurt.
In Brisbane, home birth hunters Bindi and Andy are on the move.
They've just moved out. We had to put the key, that's why we're running all the way.
They've sold in Redcliffe, but already they've found their new dream home in nearby Scarborough.
Same condition as the one you bought before.
Yeah. The 3-bedroom cottage is perfect for Andy's plans to renovate and sell. But Bindi's got something else on her mind, like the fact that she's due to give birth in 8 weeks.
We'll have to work out where I'm going to have the baby.
And clean that area up and have it nice and homely.
No, I mean whether to have a long settlement on our house and have the baby at Brighton Street or move into here.
Or some other place, yeah.
A little tension in the air here, folks.
But that's my main concern.
And no wonder. These guys are trying to do the 3 most stressful things in life all at once. New house, new baby, and for Andy, a career change as well. Up until now, he's been a ball-bearing salesman. But his new boss is
Hey, how you going?
How you going?
Michael Knight's the agent.
Mate, sweet shirt. It's going to be a big day for you today. You won't know what you're in for.
Well, it fits like a glove into Andy's buy, renovate and sell strategy.
I've got some business cards already for you. Good. I said he could have the week off when he was a baby.
So, with a new boss to impress
It's going to be so hard moving from something already renovated.
and a pregnant wife who's reluctant to move, Andy's in for a bumpy ride.
I'd rather have the baby at somewhere I know. That's why you have your baby at home for the homely environment.
Friday, the bush carpentry continues. Now, from where you sit, it might seem a bit rough and ready, but Fallsy knows the drill.
Before chainsaws become really proficient, the quickest way to get a piece of timber squared was with the broadaxe. And now it's only blokes like myself who live in the past, so to speak, keep the tradition.
Jimmy is one of Fallsy's proteges, and what he doesn't know about axes isn't worth knowing.
That's all. It just wants that knob taken off and a little bit off the other end of him and a little bit off this end, and that's it.
Oh, left-handed ones are easy to get because no one wants them. Yeah.
Now, the plan is to make the hut a replica of the original, and that means going back to basics.
Come across to the doorway so we can put a bit of a sill.
Problem is, they've only got a few old photos on which to base the whole restoration.
We've lost so much history, and this region, the huts are the last link to our pioneering past.
You just try and hold him there.
So the work grinds on, and you can forget about the 8-hour day. Diane's camp is home for these fellas until the hut's done.
We're hoping with a bit of the firewood around, we can keep warm by the campfire, talking about the bush and, you know, the huts and that of the high country.
Remember, 50 huts were destroyed in the summer bushfires, and the big winter freeze is imminent.
They're also safe havens in rescues and that type of thing. And to lose so many out of a network, in the end it could be life and death.
Auction day has arrived for the Renault brothers in Northcote. The bungalow's looking pretty as a picture. And who should be adding some last-minute value but Simon's dad? A family affair to the last. So let's do some basic sums. Renault brothers, Simon and Matt, paid $275,000 for the bungalow, and they've since gone well over budget on their Speedy Gonzales renovation.
Yeah. It was a pretty simple sort of thing to do because we didn't have to knock down any walls or anything.
Perhaps so, but to come out in front and feel it was all worthwhile, the brothers will still need to clear $500,000.
So in my first round, if I do
over 6.
5 over, I can put the property on the market to sell.
No, we want to bring it. We do want to bring it to our attention, regardless.
Regardless of what price we're at.
Regardless of what price we're at, refer to vendor.
Renault brothers rule 92. Always stay in charge of the purse strings.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Good luck.
Who would like to start me off?
440.
440. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the bidding. I'll take your bid at $440,000.
Mate, there's a reasonable crowd out there. Not bad at all. It's a bigger crowd that you get at a England-Sri Lanka cricket match.
At $440,000. Cheers, sir. You're back in there for 5 and 50 now. At $450,000 and 5 again at 55. Sir, you're back in there for 5, 450 and 60. At $465,000, you're back in there again at 470 now. At $470,000, sir, your turn. 475 now. At 475, no sir, at 475.
That's not a good sign.
At $475,000. First call at $475,000.
Hope it's not slowing down.
Second call at $475,000. Anyone can join in at this level.
In just 7 weeks.
I really want to stay where we are, but I can't, and I just want a home. Yeah, and I've got to give birth somewhere.
Well, the 3-bedder they've got their hearts set on in Scarborough is up for auction today, and it could solve all their problems. If they buy it and get a quick settlement, they might just be able to move in before the due date. But unfortunately, Bindi and Andy are not alone in their enthusiasm.
When we first initially showed interest in the house, we were sort of the only ones at that stage, so we were feeling pretty positive.
But the last week, there's about 4 or 5 more buyers that have just come out of the woodwork.
So the sharks are circling. Just when Bindi and Andy thought it was safe to go back into the water.
We need this house. If we don't get this house, I am not looking at any other houses. We put all our eggs in one basket.
First call at $475,000.
Back in Northcote at the Renault Brothers auction, bidding has slowed to a crawl.
And 480 now.
That's encouraging.
And 85 now. At 485,000. Behind you, sir. At 490.
He hasn't stopped yet.
At 495,000. You there for 500 and 5.
That's their magic number.
Reach the 5.
5 we have at 505. And 500.
Now we're cooking.
510.
Whatever it happens now, it's sold.
So against you, and 20 now. At 520,000. At 520, right. 2.5. There again. No, 20,000. You there again for 5? 5 we have. At 525 and 6. 526, your turn. At 526,000. You there for another 1,000?
That's good.
And 5.
Is the house on the market?
Not just yet, but allow me a moment. I will consult with my vendor at this level. While you have a think about it, we're at $535,000. Just give me one moment.
So 535,000, I announced it on
Just
the market.
say we're now on the market and let's go for it.
Okay, away we go.
There you go.
Thanks, mate.
It's not too bad.
The pen's changed to red. What that means is the property will be sold. No further rises at $535,000. 540 strong bidding at $540,000. 500?
45.
545. Good bid, sir. 545,000. I thought I'd lost you. At 545,000, welcome back to the bidding. 545 and 1 and 546.
Ooh.
First call at 546,000. Second call at $546,000. The property is going to be sold. Third and final call. The property is going, sold.
And well may they celebrate. The house they bought for $275,000 has just delivered the Renault brothers a profit of over $160,000.
Good stuff. Terrific. It works out very well indeed.
Talk about a capital gain. And don't forget, these blokes renovated and went to auction in just 8 weeks. I think I'm in the wrong business. But if you'd like the inside running on how the Renault brothers did it, check out our website at domain.com.au, where you'll find a fact sheet on renovating for investment.
You'll jump in, Michael.
On our next show...
Where would you like to start? In your hands.
Crunch time for Bindi and Andy.
185.
2? Here's your competition, 2 to
I remember this is what happened at our house too.
The big guns are produced at the Horsehair Hut. But there's a sting in the tail.
I think we've got a problem with the iron.
And ready, aim, fire with the pocket rocket.
It's the stuff movies are made of, isn't it, really?
When it comes to owner builders, that little lady takes the cake. She's incredible. I hope you can join me for that story. In the meantime, I'll see you around like a rissole.
Says by now the heart is pumping and completely formed.
Really?
DPP says I have to get the Chisholm brief to them by Friday.
Yeah, and the boss says I have to help.
Yeah, and get this, the ears are nearly formed already.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, soon your baby will be able to recognise your voice.
Oh, shit.
So no swearing, the little tacker can hear you. Don't set a bad example.
You don't seem that interested, so I got you this. It shows what's going on inside you.
You already just told me the heart pumping and the ears listening.
Yeah, but this shows the birth as well.
That is months away.
Hey, you can't reason with pregnant women. They're stubborn for 2.
I heard that.
Hey, what's it? 7 years of bad luck?
Oh, I hope that's not the flu.
No, just a head cold.
No, we got a pregnant woman here.
Yeah, pregnant, not invalid.
Any major problems?
Oh, something wrong with the wiring. Load dispersal isn't right.
But it can be fixed.
Well, anything can be fixed, just depends how much you want to spend.
Well, the department's committed to fixing the wiring and installing...
I don't believe this. I mean, how does a fire start in a bedroom?
Usually if there's a short, it's with a heater or a kitchen appliance.
Candle, lamp?
Rory doesn't use candles, certainly not during the day.
Rory, your son?
It's his room.
Can you guys smell something?
Smoke?
No, like Caro, only different. I reckon this fire was deliberately lit.
Is this really necessary?
Well, we're investigating arson.
Why would anyone want to set fire to our house?
Could someone be targeting your son?
Well,
Let me in. I want to see, mate. It's my room. My drawings. I need my drawings. I need my drawings.
Rory, I'm Sergeant Gallagher. Do you know how this fire started?
We're here.
Do you know any reason why anyone would want to do this?
Rory, the police...
You know how important they are to me. You know.
All right.
Rory, we need to talk.
It's okay. It's okay. So, what did you want to talk about? You look like an angel.
Rory, we need to find out how the fire was started in your room.
I'd like to know. I'd very much like to know.
Did you light the fire?
Me? Why would I? It's my room. It's got my drawings and my paper in it.
The thing is, it was started with these.
Anya,
Who's Anya?
my girlfriend. Ex. She's ex. I'm not allowed to call her my girlfriend anymore.
Rory, where were you this morning?
In the park?
The park.
Looking at the leaves and the flowers. Have you ever really looked at a flower before?
Well, no.
People drift through life. They don't look at the millions of tiny, beautiful things that make up the world. If people stopped more, don't you think that'd be brilliant?
Anyone see you in the park?
No, no one there.
Okay, so if you didn't light the fire, who did?
My dad. He doesn't like my drawings. Get a real job, he says, as if this isn't a real job, as if art doesn't matter, as if beauty doesn't matter. Don't you think beauty matters?
Yeah.
Of course it does. You must see a lot of horrible things in your work. Like death. There has to be a balance. A balance to the evil in the world. And that's why we need beauty. That's why we need angels.
Your son's an amazing artist.
Yeah.
What, you don't think so?
Painting and drawing, what good do they do? I just want to see him with an honest job, you know, a wage, saving a bit. Look, one of the reasons we moved to the country was Rory was getting into trouble in the city, hanging out with a bad crowd. And I thought a fresh start in the country might help.
Did it?
Well, for a while. He started going out with the local pharmacist.
Is that Anya Krevich?
That's right. He even did some work for me. Helped me put some smoke detectors in at the pub. It was great.
So what happened?
Well, Anya split up with him about a month ago. Rory sort of went off the deep end of it. Started drinking again. Blamed her for the split. And now he's set the house on fire. I don't want it to be my son, but it's the kind of thing he'd do if he was drinking or angry, or both.
So, Rory blames Vince and Vince blames Rory, eh?
I'm inclined to believe the father.
What?
Oh, come on, you've got to admit, Rory's a little bit odd. All that talk about flowers.
He's an artist, and a good one.
And the fire was started in his room.
Did you see him looking for his drawings? You saw how good they are. You really think he'd set a fire in his room knowing they'd all burn?
What do you think, PJ?
Less than 2 days to get this brief to the DPP.
I've notified the arson squad anyway.
What? Over a fire that's caused $2 worth of damage.
Yeah, if the neighbours hadn't seen the smoke, the whole place could have gone up in flames.
Well, talk to the girlfriend. I mean, they were her knickers used to start the fire. Maybe she knows something.
Rory D'Souza is the most beautiful human being. Have you seen his drawings?
Yeah, we have.
Then you know. He's so sensitive to the world and he sees everything in such a different way to most people. Mount Thomas, that's kind of special.
But you split up with him.
We ran out of pop.
Did you ever leave any underwear at his house?
I may have done. sleeping over isn't a crime yet, is it?
We believe that some of your underwear might have been used to light the fire.
A pair of my undies.
Actually, a lot of pairs.
And some bras.
Oh, no. I definitely didn't leave any bras. You know how expensive they are. Anyway, I washed all my undies last night, so my entire collection is either on me or on the line. There's no way Rory would do this. He's not a thief and he's certainly not a pervert.
He is a little odd.
Gauguin had a lisp. They said Picasso used to talk to himself.
Anya.
Dad. G'day.
G'day.
The police are asking questions about Rory.
That's okay, bastard. What's he done now?
We're investigating a fire that was started at his place.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Dad, he wouldn't.
Oh, you're sure, huh? Listen, that young bloke, he's crazy. He needs to be put away.
Of course he hates me. I was having sex with his daughter and I didn't marry her. Which, by the way, was not my fault. I would have married her in a second. Do you think he lit the fire?
Why would he?
To set me up. Put me away. He thinks I'm a nutcase.
Are you?
Are you? Who can say who's rational in today's world? So, yeah, I'm crazy. If crazy means I don't want to have a mortgage and wear a tie and get locked into the neo-capitalist treadmill, I'm a nutcase. Lock me up, throw away the key. But if you do, will you guys come and visit me? Because you're kind of cool.
But aren't we part of the neo-capitalist conspiracy?
Yeah? But you still look like an angel.
Rory, are you absolutely sure there was no one else in the park this morning?
Apart from the old woman. Didn't I tell you guys?
Right, thanks very much, Mrs. Hindmarsh. Your boy's alibied. Rory was there for 2 hours, drawing and looking at trees. She thought that he was a bit weird.
God forbid you move to a small town if you want to be an artist. Look at a leaf long enough, you'd be locked up.
Now you're sounding like Rory.
Yeah, maybe we do move too fast for our lives. We don't stop to experience a moment. To watch childbirth videos.
We don't stop to light fires either.
Well, neither does Rory now his alibi.
Which leaves who?
My contender for crackpot of the year, Leon Krevich.
Anya's father.
Anya's father who has access to Anya's clothes, and Anya's father who could have stolen Anya's key to Rory's house.
Okay, he's got the means and the opportunity, but what about the motive?
Do you really set fire to a kid's room just because you don't like him? It's not like those two were still seeing each other.
I don't know, but can we organise some lunches while we talk about it?
You poker, shall we?
Yeah, is there something wrong with that?
Oh. Only from the woman who says pregnancy has no impact on her life.
You don't have to be pregnant to be hungry.
Yeah, see, week 11. Nausea should be over.
There's a burger and a steak sandwich.
Yes, it has to be Leon Krevich.
Leon Krevich, that man's a complete idiot.
Why?
Well, he runs a paint shop in St David's, or at least he did until 6 weeks ago when it burnt to the ground. And who does he blame? Himself for not putting in the correct fire protection system? No, he blames Vince.
Vince D'Souza?
Yeah, is he here, by the way?
Yeah, he's working at the back.
All right. Anyway, Vince mentioned that, you know, his business was highly flammable and recommended that he get a sprinkler system, but Leon went with the cheaper option. You know, the man is just crazy.
You're still seeing Vince?
Yeah, every now and then, you know, nothing serious. Anyway, this sandwich has no butter in it, so I assume that's yours.
Ah, yes. Week 11. The book says no fat.
D'Souza never mentioned sprinklers. I was already paying out the nose for the smoke detectors. So you think it was Vince D'Souza's fault that you lost your business? Damn right. I mean, who else is there to blame? So you want revenge? You bet I do. Fire for fire. No, hold it a second. So you set fire to his house. Just wait a minute, okay? You took your daughter's underwear from the clothesline, you let yourself into Rory's house, and you set it alight. What, are you crazy? It's looking pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not sorry it happened. I'm only sorry that the whole damn lot didn't go up in smoke like my place. But I didn't do it. I don't like him.
Unfortunately, that's not enough to charge him.
Well, he's denying it.
Yeah, all the way.
But he's our best suspect so far.
Vince.
I've rewired all the cells out the back. It should only take another day to finish off out here.
Great.
Any news on our fire yet?
Oh, hasn't Rory told you he's in the clear?
No, I haven't seen him. You sure?
Well, he was in the park all morning.
All morning? Well, he could have slipped back to the house.
We found a witness who says he never left the park.
But who else could it be? No one else has a reason.
Well, actually, we found someone who has.
But we can't say.
Not Leon Krevich.
Like I said, we can't say.
Look, Leon's angry with me, there's no doubt about it, but I don't think he'd do this.
Don't worry, Vince. We're looking into it.
Oh, you're the experts. I'd I just don't see Leon as narcissist. I think he's all talk.
It's pretty weird, the victim defending the crook.
The whole thing's weird. Why is Vince so keen to dob in his own son?
Parents and their children. See, this is where it all starts.
Well, this isn't starting for another 6 months.
Hey, it started already. You've got a baby in there, Tess. It doesn't become a baby when it pops out. Now, it's already got a nose. Mind you, it's a pretty weird-looking nose. Kind of looks like E.T.
It'll turn out like it turns out.
And that's another thing. We can't keep calling it it.
Why not?
Because if we knew whether it was a boy or a girl, we could start thinking about names.
Oh, no.
Nick. Nick's a great name for a boy. Hey, Nick, do you want to go fishing? Nick, how about some cricket? What do you say, little fella? How do you like Nick?
Nick off. What if it's a girl? Can't call her Nick then, can you?
Nikki? Nicole? Nicorette? Nicorina!
No, Nicorina is not even a real name.
All right. There's only one.